Oh, hello again. My goodness. I'm going to play some 30 minutes at a time. Europa Universalis V, which I've been deeply absorbed in without Iron Man mode, so I could just reload and learn and do everything. I've tried AI Iron Man for a little bit, but wasn't really happy with it initially. Anyway, I've played a lot of hours now. I think in the 100 or so range of this game. I don't even know what previous versions I played to what extent. I think some. This doesn't seem like one I've kept up with. And here we go. So, Iron Man achievements, yada da, Beylik of Ottomans. This is one I've played. I haven't played with any other country yet. I've learned a little bit more about it. God, I didn't realize how I start off so Greek. I've done so many different things. I don't know how I'm going to apply that knowledge now, but it's very interesting. So, here we go. And so it started as... Look at all these bonuses. This is great. There's so many events coming. 23 locations. It doesn't really tell me. I guess it doesn't start off with missing, like, where am I in the level? Maybe it doesn't tell you on purpose. Okay. And, I mean, that's it. So it's really more like go. Okay, right. We're in. All these things, all these agendas, all these alerts. And the one thing I am most annoyed by in general is giving the children better education. Like, you got to, but it is the most annoying of all of the casino alerts that this addiction has. It's got to be on purpose, just to keep you in. Keep you pulling that trigger, looking for some bonuses. This is the little bing, 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 and you can enhance it. Bingy, bongy, bing. So let's just get this out of the way. I just kind of, whatever, try to maximize the things that they're the best at already. Not really worry about the other options. I'm not even thinking too hard about how many of each one I have. Over time, that'll kind of work itself out. Just trying to make them more extreme versions of themselves. I'm not going to waste any money on advanced training quite yet, but I'll look into that in a second. Maybe I want to... But if my heir is already an old man, we'll see. We'll see what our chain of heirs are and maybe give some little better bonus expensive education. I don't know what the cost is up front. I mean, this takes like half of the first 30 minutes is just this. Get it out of the way. Mass application of things. Alright, normally I would save now, but I'm in Iron Man mode, so it doesn't matter. Going one way and one way only. Now, ultimately, I know I want to set up for a decentralized society. It just felt better to go, easier to go with liberalism. You know, Turkey becomes part of NATO, so we got to do something. The revolution's easier to smooth over if we're already in preparation for the revolution. And everything before then, I don't really need too much of those advantages. I think it's ways you can game the system by doing a lot of the extreme centralized, maybe for trade, etc. I don't know. I've got a kind of very wide approach. Absolutely going to automate a lot of these items. Pretty much everything in the minutia of the buildings I let it do on its own. Otherwise, we're going to be kind of screwed. Obviously, I'd love to do most of this. I don't think there's anything I would do automatically here. I'm going to leave these here for now. Now, one thing about it, I don't know how voraciously it would recruit Army and Navy. But I found I don't really think about that much. The thing is that I do want monetarily to be in charge of that, though. So I'm going to leave it open for now. But there's times in the game where I think I might want to just automate boning up my military. Cool. These borders are a little wonky. So good. We're there. 5 minutes in. Automation and children set up. Yeah. I am 56. I got a 31-year-old heir. No children's, no marriage. Okay. Initially known for a royal marriage, but let's leave. And I don't even know if I'd want that for my heir, which is interesting, but maybe. But we need to get some children's. Oh, no. Oh, man. Right off the bat, legitimacy and prestige hit. I'm already so low on prestige. That's a pretty significant hit. So we'll wait. We'll see if anything crops up for this dude. Keep him unmarried for now, but a little rough going. So this is just Osmanagulu Soliman. All right, what's this person's relationship? It's my daughter. All right. Everyone I know is kind of weak sauce. The Balics are going to get these interesting challenges, like after month 1 or something, so maybe I don't want to do this just yet. Glad I set a couple of rivals. It's pretty much these two. These are the ones I hated on early in the last game. This is the one I'm kind of targeting pretty quick for war. These ones I'm targeting for just buddy up. There's a lot of opportunities to just add someone, so I'm going to try to make everyone my friend in the local area. And then if they're not my friend, we know what to do. Okay. That is very interesting. What is it about the country ask for... So was this added? Very cool. But we can't ask anyone for money yet. Okay, let's get researching. Get things cooking quick. Rich people quick. I like to make food cheap right off the bat here. And one of my goals is to get to the threshold for automatic buildings. I do let it take care of that. This is all very, I think, useful early on here. Little bursts in this stuff. I just don't know how to get prestige high. Pilgrimage seems to be useful more than I really realized before. These are all great. So, right. Crown power. kind of went for early, but it pulls me a little bit far, and then the revolution I kind of had to fight against it, but it wasn't hard. How much does it matter early? Legitimacy gives me crown power. Okay. I mean, I was an aristocracy all the way up to the end. I'm not sure how much that did help or hurt what I was up to. I'm going to have a lot of subjects. Man, I don't want the clergy to be that powerful. So I think before I've had any one of these, let's see. Food production's great. And serfdom. What is it versus? Free subjects. I want free subjects. I was belligerent. So I think, like, boom, right? Like, this is neutral on all the things I don't want to decide about right now. Doesn't push me in any specific direction. The rest of them do. Traditional versus capital. Materials. Buildings are more expensive. But everything else is pretty high. So I think I'm going to stick to traditional, make my nobles happy, my subjects happy. I don't have a very powerful crown now. I want to get it to 25, I guess. We'll see what happens when I get the next thing. All right, great. Burgers are very weak, but that'll change over time. There's another thing to decide about up in the first round. Yeah, these guys are going to need more satisfaction. These guys are going to need more satisfaction. All of them are down 5 on everything. And I don't want that. I don't want anyone to be upset. Everyone should be happy. Ah. Budget automation. I definitely need to be minting that money. Not be thinking about taxes right now. I like to get everything nice and neutral. Don't need to be doing that too much. I'm in the 70s. Actually need more stability. Let's just edge up a little bit and give us some stability. These are pretty cheap right now. Oh, no, they're not. I'm not making any money. Diplomatically. Raise it a little. Right. I'm going to keep my legacy up, so I want to go ahead and support these full. Sometimes I've really cut the cost on Army, Navy, and Fort to get me through the hard times. Although I think maybe I should learn how to get better debt and minting cycles. So everything here is automated. That's the way I want that. Let me check out my cultural situation. Oh, 1.8 out of 2. Yeah. So, woof. Accepted would get me a 0.10. Let's do it. I'm going to accept as many cultures as possible. And religiously speaking, all right. All right. 70. Let's take a look at this. These ones were a little tweaky. And these have got all the vassals. Mm-hmm. Right. All right. I don't remember how things go down with that. But I do know I want to increase these pretty fast. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, these two are my closest friends. Don't really worry about rebels just yet. The thing what I liked is, like that I didn't do a lot, is like really getting that control locked in. Especially my heavier populated places. Like right off the bat, Bursa or Izmit, I think, has to improve. So it could go up 7%. Wait, interesting. So we can go up to 14 more. Let's do it. But I think it depends on who we put in. Oh, look at this dude. He's got all the stuff. Put this one on a stability investment. Maybe. Well, the character is a religious figure. A Gulakan should be a religious figure somehow. That's another thing I haven't really done a lot with. So religion. What does it mean to make it him a religious figure? No idea. That's okay. Nope, not person. I want to get the action first. That's pretty slow. That's pretty good. I don't want one of these yet. Conversion and assimilation is great, but these are ways to save money right off the top. Don't think I care about that just yet, because I think that happens over time. So do these good ones that just save me money. Strong soldier, but not bad on the other things. Who's this? An army general trait? All right, leave him out of the thing. He's a good army dude. Good generalist. Because I don't know how to make him a religious figure. Travels the earth through religious bonuses to the settle. They can be hard by countries that although we can only follow one religious school, we can invite religious figures to draw inspiration from them. Some religious figure can be any other types below. Scholar or guru. I don't know how to place him in a religious capacity. All right. All that's in. Now, do you like rolling that stability a little harder? grind them. It was a training thing. Oh, I don't have drill army. Okay. And do I have rebels? Nope. So here we are. I've spent some money, I guess, to get some of these things I chose. Didn't even think about that. Oh, to hire the cabinet members. Somewhere along the way, I lost 5 prestige to make a decision. I remember that. And that's it. That's our setup. Yeah, that's 20 minutes. We're ready to play. So, yeah, what is up? First month. Definitely want to make buddies. And play that out. Let's just play a nice first day. See if anything pops up after the first day. Okay. So, let me read this a little bit. Our merchants are trying to see the possibility that a new market in Lund, but so that's way the hell up here. So Ahis does not like me. Okay, that's fine. So Lund is like part of Sweden. What is it? So why are our merchants trying to do this? It got nothing to do with us, man. Guess it's the first month when it starts to trigger the rise of the Turks. Then I can start doing the really cool things. Yeah, I don't understand these things. Got nothing to do with me. Okay, let's check out a couple other things I've been looking at lately. Right. There's my coasts control. These guys split off at some point, and I really want to take them out. Okay, let's look at some of this stuff while we're riding through here. What I'd love to do is try to get to 1,000 pretty quick. Maybe even let it start auto building buildings at 500 a little. Let's do that. Can we do that? Yeah. So let's, for now, let it build the first few buildings on its own. Whatever it chooses here. Okay. I'll make any other moves until the first month. Proximity. Wow. Marble, game, rice, wool, horses, stone, iron, lumber, beeswax, silk. Just kind of absorbing some of this. What I've got a lot of is silk, fish, lumber, stone. I've got duplicates. Iron, I've got duplicates. It's not done anything yet. Okay, first month's almost there. tanks. Not caring about those just yet, but let's see where they are. There we go. So there's some zealots. Let's chunk, chunk. Couple of new generals out here. See if this helps a lot, or a little, I mean. From Dozier. Yeah. But we're not ready yet. Let's make it more likely. So not yet on the diplomatic protection. This is pretty cool. But I don't really want to do that. So if I'm allowing buildings... Not quite doing anything yet. Does it cost the same to upgrade all game? 500 bucks, 360? Yeah, like that. Okay. Ibrahim, Fatima, and Serafula are Ghazan Orhain Bey's unmarried children. And also, though, so he's got the unmarried heir. Which is Pasah Solomon. There's no one for him to marry. Yeah, this is good. Doesn't let me choose this dude. Okay. But does let me choose Ibrahim or Serafula. Okay. So now I know that one's going to be the one used. Okay, that's about it. So we've got the first month. We've seen, we got claims. We got the Bay Fortress. I like this. So let's go ahead and raise a let's raise a Bay Fortress. Wait, hang on. Oh, well, there we go. Let's raise it there. Okay. Next Bay Fortress, 1338. And this is also going to give power to a place that's outside of my main park. So that's it. 30 minutes. You can't get too far. But I think we've got a good start. I'm happy.